Working on the T again. Pulled the body off. We had to drill and cut the, there was 2 braces that held the running board. Remove that. We had an exhaust that we had to remove also. We're gonna clean the frame and paint it. Redo the springs on it. We have new springs, so we're gonna redo the springs on the back end. And we have a rear end also, a different rear end to go on. The front end is all put back together. That's all done, cotter keys. And the wheels, the spokes, the wood spokes, we have a special sauce that we mix to put on them. The head's coming tomorrow. Got it resurfaced. So what I'm doing to the wheels, to the spokes actually, I'll show you on this side. So what we're doing here, we have a mixture of linseed oil and Marvel Mystery Oil. And we're soaking these things. So they can swell up and preserve the wood. So I put it on top here. It runs, and this thing will soak up. These are made out of oak, these spokes, and they get loose because they dry up. So you let there and sit, and they're shaped like a V inside here. So I put a little oil down in there, and they'll swell up, and it'll tighten and preserve the wood. We did the ones in the earlier, the front end, and this it's oak. This is oak wood. It'll soak it up, preserve it. You can paint these. I don't think we're gonna paint them. I think once this is preserved, we'll sand them down and make them look a little prettier. You know, clean up the caps. This is the last wheel I gotta do. And just by putting it on top like that, it works its way all the way around and drips onto the next one. And actually up here, this looks black, but it's just because it's wet. And what you're seeing over here, that's actually part of the wood. That's the spoke that protrudes through the wheel, through the metal wheel. So you put the oil and it runs down through there and swells it up, and this thing will have no play at all. It's pretty neat how these things were built. And the wheel, I'll show you in a little bit how the wheel goes on. It's like it's a 2-piece. For those of you that know about these cars, I'm preaching to the choir. Whoops, too much. Trying to, you almost need to have 4 eyeballs here to look through the phone, look at what you're doing. Either that or extra hands. That's the last one. Okay. Let that soak. make its way all the way around. So the front, look how dry the front is. It just soaked it all up. Pretty cool how they did these things in 1912. You know, everyone brags about the 20-inch wheels now. Well, some of these wheels, that's what they had them. 1920, there were 20-inch wheels. I'll show you the wheel. So the wheel, there's a metal ring that you have to separate that so you can put the tire on. Then you pull it back into place and bolt it on. Then it goes this way. The inside rests against the slip. Then the outside, as you can see those holes there, bolt right through there. Pretty cool stuff.